Moving on, we go to eyeliner. We're going to start with a white eyeliner pencil. This one is from Wet n Wild, and it's 99 cents. And right now they're buy one, get one free. Can't beat that, Mom and Dad. So, with our eyeliner, we want to line, let me do this way. We want to line the inner rim of the eye, or as close to it as possible, all the way to the inside corner of the eye. And we're going to extend that white liner all the way out to the end of the eye. And we can even extend it ever so slightly. This is creating a highlight in our eye space to open our eyes, which often can look very dark and closed with all the overhead lights creating a shadow. So this helps to open them up. I'll do that on the other side. It's always good to practice your makeup before the show. That way, you're prepared to do it before the show, and it won't stress you out. Next, we are going to use a dark liner. For the boys, I suggest using a dark brown, and for the ladies, we suggest using a black. The reason for this is that the dark brown is softer on the men, and it won't show like they're wearing makeup from the audience. So we are going to take our brown liner, and right underneath that white line that we created, we're going to draw a dark line and extend it out ever so slightly. You can always use your finger and just blend the ends. So what I'm doing is creating my eye space. So from the audience perspective, this is where my eye ends now. So I have a much more open and alert eye. And remember, if you mess it up, you can always take a Q-tip or your finger and clean up what you did. Yeah? It's good, especially for the boys, that the makeup is well blended and never severe. It should all look soft. For the ladies, it can be a little bit more dramatic. Yeah? Moving on, we're going to line the tops of our eyes. And just as we would for regular makeup, we're just going to take a line right across the top lash, the lash line. Okay. All right, and then we can take it out and extend it ever so slightly. Yeah? So as you see from a distance, my eye is framed and open, and the eye space also is well defined. My eyes can be very sensitive, and sometimes they start to water when I'm doing my makeup. It's best, if that starts to happen, to leave it and do something else and come back to it, because we don't want our eyes to get irritated before a show. And all the powders and makeup sometimes, if you're not used to it, can irritate your eyes. How's that? Good? So I would follow up with a coat of mascara on the top and bottom lashes. Ladies, if you're wearing false eyelashes, you would want to put the mascara on first and then apply the lashes on top. That way they have a support structure from your own lashes to hold them up. Boys, I suggest using a dark brown mascara, and everybody, it's very important that you use waterproof mascara. Actually, all of your makeup should be as waterproof and long-wearing as possible, as we tend to sweat a lot in the bright lights on stage. So we're going to finish this look up with a little bit of blush to the cheek. Right. You can take your finger and you can actually feel where your cheekbone is. And then I would take the blush right up from there onto the cheekbone. Now, boys, you're going to want to do this very softly and maybe use a brownish, a reddish brown, whereas ladies would want to use more of a pink tone. Again, here's where my cheekbone drops off. I'm just putting the blush right there and above. And it's always important to go back and blend. Yes. Okay. And then I like to take a little bit of blush under the chin, at the temples, and slightly around the hairline. This adds a light contouring to our makeup. But you're going to want to do this very softly. And I would go back over, once you're done with your blush, and take your powder brush from the beginning and just do a quick blending with a little bit of powder. That way, your makeup is set and it's more blended. Finally, we'll finish the look with a little bit of lip color. Now for the ladies, I suggest using a bright red. But for the boys, we need to do something a little more subtle. So what I typically would do is take a brownish red and use my finger and ever so lightly dab the lip with the color, creating a natural color on the lip. This is not the best. This is a bright red. So it's a little pink, it's a little bright. Something a bit more brown would be nice for men. And there you have it.